What is this? I only know the basement. I'm just doing a little intro thingy for the vlog. What you'll see coming up is that my sketchbooks came in. Not the big shipment, just the final samples with the new paper. So there's 4 of them. You'll see. So things are moving along. Things are getting really exciting, and yeah. I just spent so long being like, okay, let's move on to the next step. I'm just waiting for the next thing, and now it happened, and now it feels like, okay, now I got a billion other things to do because I've been waiting for this moment before I could do all these other tasks, and it's... But before we get too far into this video, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where they have thousands of classes on all kinds of creative subjects like drawing characters, watercolor painting. There's even things like productivity and tips on running your business. There's all kinds of stuff. It's just the place to go when you're feeling creative. Maybe you're looking to learn a new skill or just deepen your knowledge on an existing hobby. With me wrapping up all my store stuff in hopes to launch again soon, one class that I found really useful is called Product Photography Basics for Your Handmade Business by Christina Turner. I always loathe taking product photos because I just don't know what I'm doing and don't know how to set things up properly. Even just things like using an extra piece of poster board to reflect light back onto the subject. Like I always try to be in front of the window. This was like, have the window beside you and then bounce the light back. I never even considered taking it from the side like that. She even covers how to edit the pictures after you take them. And I learned a couple new tricks that I did not know about the curves window. Like, I've known about the curves window, but not like the specific trick she shows you with color picking and then manually adjusting the RGB numbers. And it was so straightforward and easy. I was just like, wait a minute. I've been doing this wrong my whole life. I highly recommend that one, which I'll link down below, but they're always adding new classes and it's all ad-free too. If you're interested in trying out Skillshare, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to use the link down below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare Premium. Thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get on to the rest of the vlog. Hey guys, it is Monday. I'm vlogging from the new setup in the warehouse. I gotta figure out new things, like where am I gonna set my camera when vlogging? Like upstairs, I would use the Copa case or the shelves I had under the window, even though those shelves aren't there anymore. But the Copa case is not in an opportune spot down here, because then I'm backlit with the window and whatnot. Exciting things are starting to happen with the sketchbooks. Exciting but scary because it's stuff I've never done before. It kind of stresses me out. Like, I got contacted by the sketchbook manufacturer asking for my freight information, like what company I'm going with, all that info, and I was like, what? I don't have any of that information. I kind of just thought, you know, I didn't know how it worked. I thought they would arrange everything and I would just pay for it, but it's more complicated than that. And so I've been looking around at various companies that can ship everything in, but I also need a broker, so I'm trying to look for companies that can do the shipping and act as the broker, because it just sounds way less complicated that way. And I need to provide a bunch of information regarding incorporation and like the origin of where everything's coming from. So I had to ask for like the manufacturer's address and things like that. And I don't even know. There's a bunch of forms and stuff, and I'm a little intimidated. I'm sure once I've done it once, it'll be easier in the future. But right now I'm so scared. I feel like I'm getting in over my head. I'm like, this is more complicated than anything I've done before. The sketchbooks are coming in on 3 big pallets, and so I'm gonna have to try to unload those as quickly as possible, but it's not like they can be unloaded fast enough for the driver to take the pallets back. Because if I ever got pallets in the past from when I order boxes and stuff, we try to unload them right away and get the delivery guy to take the pallets back. But I might just have to contact a pallet disposal company to come pick them up. We don't even have like a garage to store them in until we have more or anything. Like, we gotta get those unloaded and get the books brought into the house. Also, even just paying for these is going to be interesting because I did do a 50% deposit back in the day, but that was before all the details were finalized and it ended up being more expensive. And so now we're at a point where the amount I owe is more than my credit card limit. And so I'm probably going to have to do a wire transfer. I don't even know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. Like, there's all this stuff where I'm just like, huh? What do I do? Someone please tell me what to do. So it's a little scary. I will be receiving one of each sketchbook tomorrow, so that's very exciting. Tomorrow's gonna be really exciting. I'm getting my 2nd vaccine dose tomorrow and getting those sketchbooks. So not the 3 palettes, but just like a smaller shipment so I can start taking product photos and like doing some artwork in them, that kind of stuff. And figure out what exact box size works, because I designed them to fit a specific box, but will it fit? I need to know. And will they fit the sleeves I bought for them? Or they're gonna be too thick now? Stuff like that, balls rolling now. I'm just like really nervous about everything and kind of stressed. It's exciting that everything's finally moving forward because I've been waiting for so long, but it's scary. My weekend was nice though. Had a nice beach day. It was for my friend's birthday, my friend Kim. So yeah, we went to the beach. Had a great time. I'll insert a few little clips and pictures from that day. And it was like not too hot. There was a good breeze. The water was really nice. The views were beautiful. So it was a great day. And then half the people went home at the end of the day, and then half of us went to a friend's place. And so Christian was one of the ones who went home earlier, and I got home later. And I remembered that I didn't have any house keys because I thought like, oh, we don't need to bring both sets. I'm at the beach. I'm trying to minimize how many things I'm bringing because I'm already bringing tons of crap. And so I left my keys at home, but I realized that's a problem when I got home, and I'm like, Christian's asleep and I need to get into the house. And it's a problem because we run the AC unit at night in the bedroom. And because we do that, the AC is super loud, so we wear earplugs. And so I'm like, how is he gonna hear me? So I'm like, I need to huck something at the window, because like our main floor is kind of elevated. So the bedroom window is pretty high. So I'm like, let me grab some apples from the tree because I could see some in the grass. There weren't that many because all the branches are cut off the tree, but I found 4 apples. So I just started like hucking them at the bedroom window. Not too much force, I don't want to break it. And a couple of them rolled back down and a couple didn't, so I could throw again, but eventually all the apples got stuck on top of the roof. So then I had to grab little small rocks. I was also like spamming the doorbell, but I figured he wouldn't hear that because the receiver's in the kitchen. And so I'm just like trying everything, and I'm screaming, Christian, while throwing rocks, Christian! And meanwhile, the security guard for the construction sites across the street is like watching this whole thing go down, and I'm just like, Eventually he came out. It took probably like close to 10 minutes to get Christian's attention. But eventually the blinds open, he's like peering out the window, and I'm like, let me in! Almost had to sleep outside. I mean, my backup would have probably been go to a friend's place, but I just thought that was a fun story. Hope I didn't spook you too much with all my hooting and hollering, Kiki. Yeah, so today after my stream, I'm gonna try to figure out that brokerage stuff and like get documents in order to send out, because I need to get the ball rolling on that. I don't have time this morning. My stream starts in half an hour. Yes, baby. I'd also like to paint my nails tonight if I have time, but I want to get the paperwork done first. That's like the priority. And then after that, paint my nails. Oh, goodness. I just realized I did not do any meal prep. I completely slipped my mind yesterday. I slept until like 11, and then I just kind of chilled downstairs next to Christian, and then we ended up watching The Circle on Netflix. We still had like half the episodes left, and we just watched all of them. Woof. I can't believe I didn't think about it even once. Well, I think we have like this frozen macaroni and cheese thing I could throw in the oven. I would leave this room to vlog a little bit, but Christian's got his shower music blaring. I just checked the mac and cheese upstairs. It'll take about 2 hours to cook, so I can get that in around noon. It'll be ready around 2. That should be good for like 2 days worth of meals, I think. We also have some chicken thighs in the freezer, some frozen veggies. I could cook that with some rice. Yeah, I think I'm good with stuff that we have. I'll need to do the chicken thighs like tonight or tomorrow night. Well, no, because I want them for tomorrow. Yeah, I'll have to cook those tonight. It's another thing I'll have to do tonight. Because the whole point is I eat them right in the middle of my live stream, so I don't have time to do the cooking like during the stream, right? So there has been a turn of events! It came a day early, which I knew pretty much all day because I got a text around 11 a.m. saying, it's coming today! So very exciting, a day early. That makes it really good for tomorrow's stream because I can like color stuff in the sketchbooks during the stream. Okay, I'm opening this right now. And I'm curious if all 4 are in here or if it's 2. There's technically 4 titles. pictures visible? Oh my god. Am I at a birthday party or something? There's all 4. Oh my god. Dude, the thickness looks amazing. When they told me they were 3.3 centimeters thick, I was like, no way, that's way too thick. Why are they plastic wrapped? Are they shrink wrapping all of them? Dude, I wasn't expecting shrink wrap. I didn't ask for any packaging. But it makes sense because they're cloth. But I was trying to go the no plastic route, you know? So that's thicker. Let me grab the old one. Wait, these ones have cat hair on them. Of course they do. Of course they do. If it's cloth, it's got fur on it. Maybe it's for the best they're shrink wrapped. So both the ones I had previously have the cream paper. Come on! Ow! I'm too excited. Okay, thickness comparison. Wait, that's not that big of a difference. These are the first samples. Yeah, okay. One thing I might do differently in the future is instead of having my name on the inside cover, hey! This is a different paper for the inside too. Although honestly, I like this better. The other one, it's like a little more rich looking because it's glossy, but I didn't think the glossy kind of fit. And it's thinner. They used a different end paper, but this is much nicer. I like that better, actually. Oh my god. I really hope the spines hold up. That's like what I'm nervous about with the thick paper. I really hope it doesn't, like, the pages don't weaken and come out over time. I mean, it's kind of a risk of any sketchbook, but, you know, some of them are real bad, so... Oh my god. But yeah, what I'm saying is instead of the name being on the inside, maybe get it debossed on the back, so like stamped in like a hole, stamped into the back, maybe for future sketchbook runs, but this is nice too. Oh my god. Yes, wait, let me open up a cream one. I think the white ones look just like marginally thicker than the cream ones. They're both the same GSM technically, but... Oh my god. I need scissors! Kiki, give me scissors! Interesting. Oh, because the end pages are also printed on cream. So, like, the inside's a little slightly different color, especially the flowers are, like, cream colored. Because the end papers are also cream. That's good, though. I think that looks better for it to match that way. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I finally have the final version with the proper paper. Oh, my God. I'm so happy. That beautiful embroidery. Thick thread embroidery. Okay, let me open one of these. Here's the thing though, if I do like, because I want to have pictures of different mediums done in the books, but like I'm probably going to need separate photos for cream and for white, so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They lay flat quite nicely, even when you're not writing like between signatures and stuff. Let's just hope it holds up. Oh my god. So exciting. They're so cute. I'm so happy. Yes. Yes! Okay. This one I can open after. Yo! Exciting times, Kiki! Now, there's one more thing I need to check right away. It's the sleeves. The sleeves that I thought were gonna end up being too small, but I'm really hoping they aren't because I got a lot of them. Now that I see the final thickness, I think we should be fine. I had a few different versions, like some with color, some without. Although now that they're shrink wrapped, I'm like, do I even need these? Because I could always request no shrink wrapping next time. Or is it for the best that they're shrink wrapped? There's a freaking hairball on the table. What the heck? It fits, it fits, it fits. Now this is not a mushroom sketchbook, but and I probably wouldn't print it with the color. I mean, I could, but I might. This is like best case scenario, other than the plastic. It'd be nice to still do this on top, but then it's kind of just like maybe wasteful. A bit of extra protection, but my babies. My babies. Now I just have to get freight figured out. Another thing to take in consideration with the plastic wrap is we do have cats, so maybe it's for the best that they come pre-wrapped, because this is something Fur would cling to. But then what am I gonna do with all these sleeves? So noisy. It's now Tuesday. We just got back from getting our second COVID vaccine dose, and we had appointments at 8:50. So it was dead when we got there. We got in and out so quickly. So yay. Okay, I'm setting up the cat tent because now that I'm in the basement all the time, they'll actually use it. I would love for a permanent catio someday when we own our own place, but this works for now. The lovely sounds of dual construction sites. I hear it way less now that I'm in the basement. Although when I have the window open, I can hear it a lot more. So today I'm gonna start on the artwork to showcase how the paper handles various mediums. So I was debating whether or not I should just make one sketch that I transfer to each book, or do I do something like a little more elaborate? I feel like for this I don't want to spend too much time on it because there's going to be 4 to 5 mediums, and I feel like I need to do a sample on the white paper and then a sample on the beige paper. So I already need to do every medium twice. So it makes sense to go a little on the simple side. It could be like character, like a bust shot of a character, and there could be stuff around it like more testing of the products, just like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Ideally I would take pictures of these first, but I just want to get cracking on these. Like I want to start doing artwork in these, and I can wait till the final ones where I have to do photos, which might work better because then I can have like multiples stacked in the background, and there's just more options for photography if I have multiples of each, because I don't want to photograph some after I've used them. Like obviously the interior is gonna get photographed, but I mean, like, you know, let's say there's like a couple pages of watercolor and it's looking a little wrinkly or something. Like it makes more sense to photograph an unused one. So yeah, I've got one white paper, one cream paper, and just do a whole bunch of artwork. I think I'll get real sick of it if I do draw the same thing on every page, so I'm gonna switch it up and just kind of wing it. I mean, I could do like whenever I draw for the marker test, for example, I could draw the same thing for the marker test in this one, or I could switch it up. I don't know. Still haven't painted my nails, but that's because I was cooking last night. And the paperwork stuff, I'll have more of that paperwork to do. I'm just waiting for some forms to be sent to me, but I guess I can start sketching. I will be live streaming this, so if you want to see like the full video of this. It'll be up immediately on my Twitch channel, and then I'll also be posting it to my Baylee channel on YouTube. But if you're just here for the abridged version, keep watching. Although the stream's not starting yet, I want to get a few of the sketches done in advance maybe, or just like, you know, get warmed up. Get a feel for things. Now I get to play the fun game of going upstairs every time I need a different art supply. I've got the Copics downstairs, but I don't have my pencils, erasers, or anything. This would be the most handy thing to have downstairs, but I just cannot be bothered to move it. Just gotta force myself to get a bit of a workout every time I need to grab something. Smells weird. Need some multi-liners. I don't know what color. I mean, I could bring down this whole box. And perhaps the big eraser. I could focus on one thing at a time, like I'm doing the sketches first, and I can do the Copic stuff first, and then when I go to do the next medium, I can come and grab it, I suppose. Although the pencils won't be hard to carry down either. But then I need a sharpener. Wait, no, I left a sharpener in here. The small one anyway. I think I'm still missing the big one, but where is it? I checked all those drawers. I don't know. It's gone. This might be enough to last me to live stream anyway, because that's still 4 illustrations, even though they're simple. But it's still 4. So we'll see. We'll just start with this. Oh, look who came downstairs. It would also make sense to have a page that's a pure pencil illustration. I mean, do I really need to demo everything? I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to. At least over time, as I use the sketchbook, I'd have plenty of examples. Because, man, every time I have the urge to sketch in a sketchbook, I'm like, no, I'm waiting for mine, because I've been using that render sketchbook, and I absolutely hate it because the ink will not absorb into the paper, because it's one of those bleed-proof papers. It drives me nuts, and so I'm just glad to finally have these. Maybe just do like a basic straight-on face. The lighting in here is so different. I'm like, where are my studio lights at? I just realized I could be drawing the Daisy Girl and Mushroom Girl. Not exactly as they appear in the pins, but just like other versions of them. Yeah, the pin's looking cuter than the drawings so far, but that's okay. Wait, does she have a side part? No, she has a center part. Kinky, you sound so pathetic. What's up with that? Not even a tent is a big enough distraction for this little kitty. Keeker. Just purring away. So pleased with yourself. So pleased with yourself, huh? She says, play with me or I'll break your arm. Okay, I've got both Daisy Girls. This one's a little weirder. I might redraw her eyes a bit bigger. Just because originally I wasn't going to make her Daisy Girls, so it just, she feels like the odd one out. And then I have the Mushroom Girls. And that's more than enough to keep me occupied for today, especially if illustration number 2 is done with pencil. Christian thought I wasn't going to be screaming during his meetings today. Well, I just did when I walked in here. Christian! There's a big ass spider. He's just laughing. That thing better not move till Christian can come deal with it. Alrighty, so on to the artwork. I started out by just outlining both of them. Well, both of the ones in this one sketchbook. I thought I would do one of the Copic illustrations and one of the pencil ones instead of doing this same illustration back to back in 2 different books, just because I thought it would get boring, especially since I was streaming. I wanted to give people something a little different. So I worked on both illustrations in the cream colored sketchbook. And so yeah, just inking with my Copic multi-liner. I figured for these, I was not going to mix mediums, because usually if I do Copic work, I add a bit of pencil here and there, you know? But I thought, no, it's going to be just Copic, and then on the pencil one, just pencil, because sometimes I do a base coat of watercolor or Copic, just makes it easier to do the pencil on top. That way it's easier to cover all the little white bits of the paper. But no, none of that. So it was just one or the other. This paper is really nice with the Copics, which I already knew because I had some paper samples previously, right? So I've already tested markers, and the multi-liners glide very smoothly. The markers go on so nicely. It blends very nicely. It's honestly really great. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about the paper. It is fantastic for Copic markers, which I love. And the white paper is slightly different than the cream paper, so I'll be sure to note some differences. I'm also going to be putting down my thoughts on how the paper works with each medium on the page. Like once I scan it, maybe I'll add that digitally, but I just thought it would be interesting to write down my thoughts, because you know, this paper is really, really great for Copics, and it works nicely for pencil too, but it's not the ideal paper for pencil if you want to do lots of layering, for example, because it is very smooth. It's not very toothy at all. I still was able to use it how I wanted to use it, but people who are pencil pros might want something more like a mixed media sketchbook or a watercolor sketchbook. It really depends on your preference for paper. So, you know, these are the things I want to note to people, like which mediums work best, and yeah, just general thoughts, which I'm going to add to it, because I also ended up doing some swatches around the characters and like example blends. And for the pencil page, for example, it's like, okay, well, here's when I push hard and I'm burnishing versus me coloring lightly so you can see a bit of the texture of the paper showing through. Just things like that, so people can get a good idea of how the paper works, you know, because not everyone uses the same art supplies as me. I created these very selfishly based on what I look for in a sketchbook, but that's not necessarily what everyone else looks for in a sketchbook. So, you know, I just want people to know. I want people to know in advance, right? I think that's mostly what I have to say about the artwork. But I did want to talk a little bit about post-second vaccine dose. I was expecting to feel sick the next day, and today is the next day. I'm filming this voiceover Wednesday evening, and I feel totally fine. I feel completely normal. Yesterday, my arm got very sore. Like by the evening, it was so bad, but that was it. It was just sore arm. I feel totally normal today. Can't really say the same for Christian. He was getting cold sweats, and he said he had some brain fog too. But yeah, I'm fine. So I was still able to get all my stuff done that I needed to do today, which is good. Which you'll see me talk about later. But yeah, I was really worried that I would take this day off to get a bunch of stuff done, that I wouldn't be able to do any of it. But we're fine. We're fine. It's all good. And now back to the art for a second. I think these illustrations would make really cute stickers, but it would be weird because they're all in different mediums. Like even if I wanted just Mushroom Girl and Daisy Girl, like both Daisy Girls are going to be done in marker in both sketchbooks, and then both Mushroom Girls are going to be done in pencil, because then you can have a more accurate comparison of how it looks on the 2 paper colors, you know? And so, I don't know if I would like them looking really different, but they're cute though. I wouldn't do it as an art print for sure, but you know, a lot of things I look at, I'm like, oh yeah, that could be a sticker, that could be a sticker. Even though technically they're already stickers, you can see it in frame, but those are the freebie stickers. I mean more like a bigger, nicer one to sell, but I don't know. I don't know. It just crossed my mind while I was working on this, because the shape would just work perfectly for that. Oh, and the hair on this one, on the Mushroom Girl, her hair is not as dark as the sticker, just because I was having fun with the colors I had, and like a lot of my dark browns were very dull for my pencils, and so I was layering, but I was layering with lighter browns, and I don't know, I settled on this. I thought it looked good, so yeah, there it is. And now for an awkward transition, because I had to delete a clip, so here you go. And as for the shipping for the books, I got a quote for the freight. It's just under $1,500 US, which is better than I thought it would be. I really had no idea what it would be, but yeah, about 1,500 US. That's a lot of money. But for the giant palace, I really had no clue. I was like, this could be $5,000 for all I know. So that's pretty good. There's still more paperwork stuff to do, which I think I'm gonna try to do tomorrow. Normally I would stream tomorrow, like a game stream, but I think I'm just gonna cancel it just as a precaution because I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling tomorrow with the vaccine. I originally thought I would just still, like I thought I'd play it by ear, but I think I'm just outright canceling it in advance because I just have other stuff I want to do, like the FedEx paperwork stuff. I still gotta film the sponsored segment, which you would have seen by now. And I have to end this vlog earlier than I normally would. Like usually I film till end of day Thursday, but I can't because I gotta get this up in time for approval. So I want to try to do as much editing as I can tonight and then do the rest tomorrow. So keeping busy, keeping busy. Hey guys, it is now Wednesday, July 7th. I second guessed the date for a second. I'm like, wait, what day is it? And then I'm like, no, I know because I've written it on forms about 12 times today. I canceled today's stream just to get stuff done because there's just a lot building up. Things like payroll tax payments, getting to some emails, although I have so many emails, honestly, there are a bunch I'm just going to leave unresponded to because there have been so many lately. I cannot get to them all. I filmed my intro to the vlog earlier with the sponsored segment that you already saw. Had to get that all organized and planned out and filmed. Went to the bank twice because the first time I went, the main purpose was to request a credit card limit increase. And then I was like, well, since I'm going, I'm also gonna like write myself a check and cash it because that's how I transfer money between my American bank account and my Canadian one. Otherwise it has to be done by phone and it's just really annoying. So yeah, so I went and did that, but there was no pre-approval on a credit card limit increase, so I had to book an appointment with an advisor, and luckily the appointment was also for today. It was like an hour and a half later. So I went back for that. I just got back from that, and they just sent away the application, so I don't know if I got it or not, but we'll see. Because I need a higher limit to pay for my sketchbooks, unless the seller can break it into 2 payments, which is probably doable, but it'd also just be nice even for the future to have that higher limit for future orders. Because I looked into the, what's it called? Not e-transfer, the wire transfer. I mentioned wire transfers earlier in the vlog. I looked into that and my bank's not eligible. There's literally 2 banks you can use if you want to do a wire transfer. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I can't do that. I need to go the credit card route. So hopefully this all gets figured out. Filled out so many forms related to freight and brokerage. It was like 6 different things, but we're not done yet. I have to wait to receive more info. And this is just to set up accounts. This is not even arranging the shipping yet. This is just getting my account set up. It's like, ugh. It's a lot. I still need to do more vlog editing. I got a decent amount done last night, but I got more to do, including like the art portion, which is very time consuming to edit. So I'm gonna work on that next. There's not really much exciting to vlog today. I really could just tell you some of the boring admin stuff I did, but I also wrote paint nails and I'm like, oh, I just keep putting it off because I'm lazy. Maybe on the weekend I'll paint them, but you know, they still look nice. They look nice. Just, I'm used to having them painted. So yeah, that's where we're at. And I'm gonna get editing. She meow. I was just gonna say it's now 7 p.m. I finished the edit up until this point, and we're already at 34 minutes, so I think we're good. I don't need to try to force more out of today because really there's nothing else to vlog about. That's for the best. Yeah, it's already really long. And you're a little early today. The last couple days she was right on the nose for treat time, you know, because usually they're way, way early. You were on time for a while and now you're early again. You get your treats in half an hour, okay? We got a schedule, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget about that Skillshare offer down below, and I will see you next Friday for the next vlog.